Yeah. Look at that, right there. Check out that fatty. Welcome back, fishing friends, to another adventure. Alright guys, we got a little side quest here. I'm up in Wisconsin and fishing this pristine lake. I can see fish jumping all over. I'm throwing the tube and I don't have much daylight left, so I may be trying to catch us some possible bait for pike. Plus I want to see how the fishing is going with night crawlers, because I've got some nephews here. Hey, if you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. My name's Alan and I love fishing, and I appreciate that you're here, and I appreciate everyone for supporting this channel. The last video I posted was not a fishing one, but a points of interest thing. We were exploring some family land, seeing where some work had been done, but now we're back to fishing. Alright guys, I'm just throwing a 4-inch tube, and I'm using the 6-foot ugly stick, 20-pound braid, 20-pound fluorocarbon leader. See a turtle over there. I'm only going to throw a couple of times with this. I know I want to catch a bass, but I got to see what the deal is. Worm fishing here. Come up with a strategy for my nephews. So that's the plan. Let me fire one this way. Ooh, these black flies. I got a little thermocell going. I'm going to see if that helps with anything. So how I fish the tube: twitch, twitch, then I let it sit there. Twitch, twitch, then I let it sit there. Twitch, twitch, let it sit there. Twitch, twitch, let it sit there. Twitch, twitch, let it sit there. Anyway, you guys get the idea. So the other thing is the crappie are phenomenal here. You got northern pike, you got bass, you got walleye. So hopefully we'll catch something. In years past, at the crack of dawn and evening, everybody fishes the shoreline in boats. You don't see too many people out deep fishing. Look at all these boils on the water. We had one there, we got one there. And these are massive carp. I got a huge carp in here on a size 0 Mepps spinner one time. So you never know what's lurking. Alright guys, before I put the night crawler on, I put on a little craw on the trout magnet. But look at those folks are having fun out there zipping by. They were doing some fishing. So I've had some pecks at this, the craw, but nothing fully commit yet. I know it's getting kind of dark, but just kind of testing to see what's here. Alright, time for a night crawler. Coon on the beach. He hears me, so he goes running away. I thought I heard something splashing. He's trying to catch minnows. There we go, we got a little bite. Got a little bite. Let's see what we got here. Oh, guys, this is a pancake of a bluegill. Ooh. Oop, oop, oop. Ah, come here, you fatty. I'll be able to lift this guy. Get a grip. Look at the size of this fatty. I'm not sure if you can see because we're getting dark. All right, we're gonna have fun doing some pan fishing, that's for sure. All right, so there's one. Oop, it's another big bluegill. Nice. All right, so we have some quality bluegill here. Come on. All right, guys, there he is. Hopefully you can see him. Nice quality bluegill. All right, so that's gonna be it for part 1. Stay tuned for parts 2, maybe 3. Catch you guys later. Hey, 100%. All right, guys, part 2, doing a species assessment. Pardon the breeze there, but trying to see what we can catch right here near the dock for when my nephews come down to fish. They're still eating breakfast. My sister's got a Crappie Minnow on. I just got a night crawler. I caught those 2 bluegill last night, those big fatties. As you know, things move into the shallows in the evening, but we'll see what we got. It's nice and calm out here. People fishing at the public dock over there. So we're up near the Mississippi River in western Wisconsin, near a town called Durand, and just having some fun fishing. So hopefully I'll get some on the night crawlers, and I'm gonna work along here, try to do some bass fishing a little bit later. All right, boys, looks like we're hooked up. Ooh, check it out. On the ultralight, what do we got? It's a nice big fat bluegill. Boy, this is a pancake of a bluegill. Holy cow. Uh-oh. I'm gonna need my pliers to unhook this one. I'll be right back, guys. All right, guys. Check out the size of that fatty. Hopefully I can get you in the camera, into the hat cam. Big bluegill. All right. So there we go. We got one, counting for today. Last night I got those other 2. Down she goes again. All right, boys, we're hooked up. Let's see what it is. Ooh, it's a big pancake bluegill. It's a buck too. Look at the orange colors on him.
Did you get a bite now?
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Check out that fatty.
Did you get another one?
All right, so that one was on the night crawler, just right in here close. Let's keep it going. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're hooked up. I'm using the Comet Mino. I've never used the Comet Mino before. Oh, it's a hammer handle. Nice. Check that out. Oh, he got off, but man, that counts for me. Nice. Okay, take a look at this. So this is what I'm using, a little Mepps size 3 Comet Mino. There we go. Hopefully you can get it in the hat cam. The Mepps strikes again. All right, guys. We think we got a fish on. My dad thinks he's got a big northern on here. So we'll see. We had some big storms come through, and now we're seeing what he's got. Now that the storms have gone through, it's nice and cool. He's got a catfish rig, and he's got 20-pound line on there.
Big. Very big.
Yeah, the bobber's clear out there.
That's a bobber out there. Stick off. I have a damned.
The bobber came up. Ooh, I see it. It's a big northern.
It's huge.
The net is as far down as I can get it. Ah! Yay! Look at that. He's not going to live long out of water, so get your pictures taken
Okay.
Okay, guys. Here's this monster pike that my dad got. So we're just trying to revive him. See how he does, and we'll let him go. Great job. Oh, guys, I thought I had fish on and he came off. I'm using the search bait 360 right here. And I had a hit right out there and I just couldn't get him. He came back for it again. Dang. Well, fishing friends, things have been really slow. Right now I've got the Berkley Twitchtail Minnow under a bobber out there in about 8 feet of water. I've got it set at about 4.5 feet. Hopefully a crappie or a bass or maybe a northern pike. Then over here we got a real minnow. Then my dad's got he's fishing off the bottom with a chub. Or a black sucker, actually. Hopefully trying to get a catfish or a pike. Pike will eat just about anything. But the sun has come out. I don't want to blind you too much. Ooh, look at that. Jeez Louise. We had to wait out some thunderstorms and we got the pike. So we're just, you know, having fun up here in Wisconsin. Hopefully get some more fish. Alright guys, just another update. I've thrown different rapalas out there, the flicker shad, just all kinds of different lures. I've thrown lipless crankbaits, just trying to see if we can get something to hit. Thrown all kinds of Mepps. I had a hit on a Mepps right in here about 10 feet out, and it was like a thump. So I don't know if it was a little smaller northern or what, but then nothing ever came back. I've thrown the Mepps XD. I've thrown the 360 search bait. I had a swat on that. I've thrown the, what is it, that reaction innovation baits. Is one of those swim jigs, like a paddle tail. I've tried all kinds of stuff and just nothing is biting. Once the storms rolled through, we got that northern and that's been it. It's been a lot of fun out here with my family. My dad, my sister, my mom, my nephews. All right, there it is, just the Berkley Twitchtail. And there are some monster crappie in here that could eat that thing no problem. Black crappie. And of course bass and northern. A lot of people love to fish along the shorelines here looking for bass off the points there. And you guys know how bass love to come into the shallows and largemouth. There are some smallmouth in here, but you know, they get in here, and if you get one, you get one. All right, guys, I got something funny going on here. Let's see what we got. Hey, on the Berkeley Twitch tail. Check that out, a bass. Let's go. Do I have my trusty scissors? Forceps. Let's go. Come on. Get out of there. Ooh, he's got something else in there. I don't know if you can see down in his gut. Well, he had something else. Check it out. It's not very big. Kind of a little bass. Let me, hopefully I can get in the camera here. Let's get him in the sunlight. Good stuff. All right, guys, here we go for the release. All right. Let's keep it going. It's a great view out there, isn't it, guys? Now check this out. This is the cool part. There's a little tram that comes down all the way down here. And there's buttons on there like you push in an elevator so that you can go back up. Since where we're staying, my aunt's house is way up at the top of the hill, and there's stairs here too. But right here, you just take this little tram. The only thing is, if you get like big rainstorms, thunderstorms, you got to make sure there's no debris on the track. But this thing's pretty cool. Company comes out and installs it, and great piece of engineering. Carry quite a bit of gear in here, going up and down. It's pretty cool. Little door opens up, there's the controls. All right, guys. This is the last day we're here fishing for the most part. Maybe we can squeeze in a little bit tomorrow, but I've got the dead cat on the GoPro, which means the microphone cover. And holy cow, the wind is blowing straight in like 40 miles an hour. Look at this chop. So, I don't know how the fishing's gonna go. People that like using, you know, the minnows on a bobber, they're gonna have a heck of a time. I'm gonna throw a little finesse jig here. This is one of these little venom finesse jigs, and hopefully I'll get something. Got one of these little craw tails on here. I don't know who makes this. There's a place in Gainesville, Texas where I head out in between Gainesville and Lindsay. Actually, I think it is in Lindsay. And they sell these, and I asked them who makes them, and they were kind of tight-lipped about it. Anyway, so I'm not sure I can catch this find in the wind. I'm just not how sure all this is gonna go. I mean, this is like a West Texas wind, like when I lived in Amarillo or Lubbock. The wind was like this every day, but more like 20 miles an hour. Sometimes 40, get those big dust storms. All right, so I'm gonna keep fishing. Hopefully I'll get something in all this chop. All right, guys, we're hooked up, and it's a crappie. Check it out. It's a nice crappie on this Kalin's. All right, there we go. In this crazy wind, a nice crappie. Let's let him back in there. The release. There he goes. All right, guys. I'll spare you the wind But I was just going to tell you, I caught that crappie on a Kalin's Lunker grub. I had to be careful because of the wind, and those guys in that boat over there are trying to hug the dock here to stay out of the wind. They're crappie fishing too, fishing for some bass. I'm just pitching it out there, and I couldn't believe it. That little, well, it wasn't really little, but that crappie hit that Kalin's. All right, boys, oh, I had him, and it came off of throwing the Cyclops, and I had a nice big hit. So I don't know what it was. Looked like a bass maybe, or even a crappie hit this thing. Dang. All right, guys. Boy, today the wind blowing 40 miles an hour. It was crazy. Not much going on. That one crappie I caught was just right down here in close on the Kalin's. The sun's shining, so I don't want to blind you, but I'm gonna throw a tube here. Then this line here where there's a bobber out there has got something on it. So my dad, we went up to get something to eat, and he left a line out, and there's something keeps acting funny on there, so he's on his way to check that. But other than that, guys, not much going on. I threw everything I could think of for pike and big bass, crankbaits, jerkbaits, tubes, finesse jigs, the Mepps, and it's just been rough. I think the barometric pressure going up and down because we had storms. There goes that bobber over there. Things have just been absolutely kooky, and I think that affects him, you know. All right, guys, so I'm gonna keep throwing this for a little bit, and hopefully we'll get something. All right, guys, we're checking to see what's on this. Something's on there. Got the lines all tangled up. Ooh, it looks like a northern. Hey, it was the other way around. The northern got the carp line all snared up. All right, good stuff. Okay, guys, we're back out here. He's got another chub or black sucker, whatever that bait is we got from the bait store, and his bobber's just going straight out. So he's gonna let him take his time, and then he'll set the hook when he's good and ready. So hopefully we'll get a nice northern. The wind's been blowing all crazy today, and finally it's calmed down. So hopefully we'll get something now. I've been throwing every piece of tackle I've got, crankbaits, jerkbaits, Mepps, everything. Hadn't been able to catch anything, but now we got a nice strike. Got the net down. We're gonna see what's here. It's a hammer handle.
He's gone.
He was just a little guy. He wasn't very big. All right, guys, it's evening. Finally, the wind's calmed down. Throwing the little Reaction Innovation swim jig. It's one of the little dippers, I think, or I'll have to check on that. But with the live bait, my dad had a couple of strikes here. Oh man, some big carp are jumping. The winds have calmed down. I'm trying to get a strike here before nighttime and the mosquitoes get bad. This is a cool place. Just using my usual setups. 6-foot ugly stick, Lew's Speed Spin 300, 20-pound braid, 20-pound fluorocarbon leader. The other thing I'm testing out is a thermocell. So I've got that going. And I didn't have any issues with it when I tried it the other night. got to get a strike in here from a bass or a northern. Come on, this is just perfect conditions. Look how peaceful it is out there, guys. It's just like glass. A lot of these lakes up in Wisconsin are like that. Just absolutely phenomenal. And the temperatures like in the low 70s. Not that brutal heat that we get back down in Texas with the heat advisories like 105, 107. Crazy stuff. Alright guys, that lure I was told was the Reaction Innovations Skinny Dipper. Now I switched to the Whopper Plopper. I think this one's a 90. There's some big bass in here, so maybe I can get one to hit. God, that thing looks phenomenal. Just gotta make sure I don't land it in the tree. There we go, look at that, splash down. So with the Whopper Plopper, I give it a few cranks and I stop. Then I get it going again. And sometimes on the stop is when I get the hits. I don't know if you guys saw that, but as soon as it was on the stop, there was a little boom, boom. And it must have been like a bluegill or like a crappie poked it. I wonder if that raccoon's gonna come out again. I don't know if you guys could see that in the footage or not from the other night. Look at all these dang gnats or those black flies buzzing around me. But this thermostat is keeping the mosquitoes away. It's right under that tree. Alright guys, that's gonna wrap up our adventure from here up in Wisconsin. We had a nice few days here. Had a great time. So we're heading back down to northeast Iowa and I'll be hitting some of my usual spots. Hey, I hope you guys are having a good time out there fishing and I hope you're catching quite a bit of stuff. It's that time of year to have a lot of fun. So hopefully everyone's doing fantastic. Hey, drop a comment below what kind of stuff you're catching fish on and what kind of fish you're catching. All right guys, until next time, I'll see you then. Bye bye.